There are days when it feels like everything is crumbling inside, and no one notices on the outside. You try hard to stay calm, but the world seems to test every inch of your patience. And when you try to react, it's like you're always one step behind, as if your mind is being controlled by something you don't understand. Have you ever felt this way? Like your own mind is your greatest enemy? The truth is harsh, but liberating. You don't need motivation. You need structure, emotional foundation, inner discipline. And that's not found in self-help videos or pretty quotes, but in a Stoic mindset. A mind that doesn't depend on external things to find peace. That feels everything but surrenders to nothing. A mind that learns to observe chaos without becoming part of it. In this video, you'll discover what no one ever taught you about emotional strength. You'll understand how Marcus Aurelius faced pain without losing his sanity, how Epictetus mastered his own mind even without physical freedom, and how you can use these teachings to shield your energy, master your emotions, and build a truly unbreakable mind. You're about to embark on a journey of silent transformation. But before you start, write in the comments, "My mind is my temple." This will be your anchor. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell to keep receiving content like this. A strong mind isn't born ready. It's built in silence, in pain, and in the daily decision to keep going. Stoicism isn't about appearing invincible. It's about enduring what once destroyed you. Marcus Aurelius didn't write for others. He wrote to not lose himself. And maybe that's what you haven't realized yet. Your mind isn't weak. It's just directionless. Stoic discipline begins when you understand that emotional control is worth more than any victory. Responding with calm isn't passivity, it's self-mastery. Every time you choose silence over impulse, you're shaping an unbreakable mind. And this strength, unlike aggression, comes from awareness. You don't need to fight everything all the time. Sometimes winning is not reacting. Seneca said that those who suffer before it's necessary suffer twice, and that's where many get lost. Training the mind is learning to observe without getting lost, and a mind that observes with wisdom begins to command its own reality. Every time someone gets under your skin, it's like handing them a remote control to your mind. Reacting on impulse is letting the world dictate your peace. Stoic philosophy teaches that true power lies in staying whole, even when everything around you invites war. Someone else's anger doesn't need to become yours. Carl Jung said that everything that irritates us about others can teach us about ourselves. What hurts you reveals you. What affects you controls you. The Stoic mind learns to create distance between stimulus and response. And in that silent space lies freedom. An insult only finds a home when there's an inflated ego to receive it. Controlling the mind is protecting your energy from emotional leaks. Responding with calm is the new rebellion in a hyper-reactive world. When you master the art of strategic silence, no one can manipulate you anymore. And that's how an armored mind is built, not through insensitivity, but through wisdom. Most people don't suffer from what happens, but from the illusion that things should be different. Expecting justice in a chaotic world is like expecting silence in the middle of a war. Marcus Aurelius learned to live well even when everything around him seemed to collapse. Stoicism taught him to accept without giving up. Getting frustrated with others is natural, but staying trapped in it is a choice. The Stoic mind doesn't deny pain, but refuses to be defined by it. When you accept that the world isn't fair, you start being fair to yourself, and that maturity makes you anti-fragile, stronger with every fall. Expectation is the root of modern suffering. Expecting recognition, reciprocation, understanding, is asking to get hurt. Stoic philosophy doesn't harden you, it prepares you. Understanding this doesn't make you cold, it makes you free. Because those who don't depend on the external live with inner strength. Being stoic isn't about suppressing feelings, but choosing how to express them. A strong mind feels everything. It just doesn't drown in anything. Those who learn to observe anger without acting on it begin to transform it into clarity. The Stoic's silence isn't empty. It's full presence. It's a steady heart amidst chaos. Repressing emotions is sickness. Mastering emotions is power. Stoic discipline invites us to embrace our inner shadow without being controlled by it. Carl Jung said, "What you don't make conscious controls you." And those who know themselves become free, not from emotion, but from the chaos it can cause. The Stoic doesn't isolate themselves out of coldness, but out of balance. They don't react because they don't want to be a hostage. They don't beg because they're already enough. Their freedom comes from choice, not escape. Being emotionally free is not needing to win arguments. It's being peace where others still seek war. Life wasn't made to be easy. It was made to shape you. The more you demand ease, the more you're frustrated by the inevitable weight of existence. Marcus Aurelius didn't plead for relief. He prepared for pain, and in that preparation, he discovered the true meaning of strength. The Stoic mind doesn't wait for calm to find peace. It creates internal stability even when everything roars outside. Instead of asking, "Why me?" the Stoic learns to say, "I'm ready." Pain becomes training. Crisis, a teacher. Solitude, a laboratory for self-discovery. Becoming stronger than life isn't arrogance. It's responsibility. It's stopping negotiations with reality and starting to transform it from within. With every fall, the Stoic grows. With every pain, they understand. And over time, what once hurt only teaches. Epictetus said it's not things that disturb us, but the way we interpret them. And few things disturb as much as the illusion of what hasn't even happened. The anxious mind lives in the future. But the Stoic mind returns to the now, where life actually happens. The excess of future comes at a high cost. It steals sleep, focus, peace. Anxiety is born when the mind forgets where its feet are. The Stoic, on the other hand, anchors their presence, breathes deeply, observes without judging, and returns gently to the present moment, where balance lives. Inner peace isn't in what's to come, but in what you cultivate now. Mindfulness is silent resistance. When you learn to live the moment deeply, the future loses its power to scare you, and the present begins to strengthen you from within. As long as you need to win to feel good, you'll still be a hostage to what others think. The Stoic mind doesn't live for trophies. It lives for purpose. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire but wrote about vanity as a subtle poison. External victory without inner stability is an illusion. The desire to prove your worth weakens you, because it demands constant effort to maintain an image that isn't your essence. The Stoic isn't interested in status. They're interested in integrity. They know true recognition is silent. It comes from a clear conscience, not a crowded audience. Letting go of the need to win is where freedom begins. When you stop seeking approval, you find acceptance. When you release the ego, you find lightness. And only then does the mind become truly unshakable. Not because it always wins, but because it no longer needs to. Everything starts in the mind, including your freedom. Those who don't master what they think live at the mercy of chance. Stoicism teaches that the world may be a battlefield, but the mind can be a temple. And in that temple, self-control is the only legitimate crown. Mastering yourself is more powerful than conquering anything out there. When you learn to react with awareness, life stops dragging you. The Stoic doesn't control everything, but they control the essential, their choices, their direction, their peace. And with that, they govern their destiny. The Stoic mind isn't just a shield against chaos. It's a sword of clarity. It cuts through doubt, slices indecision, and lights the way. And the more you train it, the more it becomes an ally. Because those with a strong mind already hold the future in their hands. Happiness is fleeting. Purpose isn't. Those who chase constant pleasure collect emptiness. The Stoic mind understands that life doesn't need to be sweet all the time. It needs to have meaning. And it's in meaning that strength takes root, even when everything seems to fall apart. Marcus Aurelius didn't seek comfort. He sought coherence. He knew he wouldn't always feel good, but he could always be steadfast. True emotional strength is born from purpose, from what moves you even when the world doesn't cooperate. That's more than contentment. It's direction. When you trade pleasure for purpose, your soul finds calm. Emptiness gives way to firmness. Haste surrenders to presence. Because the Stoic life isn't about feeling happy all the time. It's about knowing that even in pain, you're exactly where you need to be. Motivation is unstable. It comes and goes. Discipline, however, endures, even when everything feels discouraging. Stoicism doesn't wait for inspiration. It acts with purpose. Marcus Aurelius didn't write when he felt inspired. He wrote because he knew the mind needs guidance every day. Those who depend on motivation live in flux. They start excited, but stop at the first obstacle. Stoic discipline is different. It sustains habit, even without applause. It's waking up early when you want to sleep. It's staying focused when the world screams distraction. It's silent consistency. Discipline beats emotion, because while emotion wavers, discipline builds. Reprogramming the mind is doing what's necessary, not just what feels good. And when that practice becomes a lifestyle, something shifts inside. The mind doesn't just endure, it thrives, even in chaos. You've just taken a step few have the courage to take. Looking within. Training the mind isn't about becoming cold. It's about building a silent fortress that holds you up when the world tries to knock you down. A Stoic mind isn't insensitive, it's free. And freedom today is one of the rarest forms of power. But now I ask you, how many times have you given in to an impulse and regretted it later? How many times have you lost your peace trying to be right? How long will you delay building your own emotional stability? The time to start isn't tomorrow, it's now. Apply, practice, fail, begin again. That's how the mind grows stronger, in silent action, in conscious repetition. If this content resonated with you, comment below. Discipline beats emotion. That way, I'll know you're ready for this new journey. And of course, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell to keep receiving content like this.